Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Boys Lacrosse. Today on a spectacular spring day here in Franklin, Mass, the Panthers with a record of 8-1 take on the Black Knights of Stoughton, who come to town with a record of 1-8. Hi neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Chris Flynn is working alongside. Franklin should be a heavy favorite here today against Stoughton. Stoughton has struggled with its program. Last year was their first year back with boys lacrosse. The program started in 2017, but there was a gap, and now they're trying to rebuild. Talking to coach of Stoughton before the game, Sean Rockwood, he's a native of Abington. He said that he likes the challenge of picking up with this team, and he thinks he's got something special brewing. He's got a lot of kids coming up through youth lacrosse, and he hopes to build on the program. This year, only one senior on his team, so they're very young. For Franklin and their coach, Chris Baker, he's feeling like his team had a big comeback win against Sharon. That was their last game on April 28th. They were down 6-1 at halftime and then ran 10 straight goals to win it 12-8. So a little test there, and Franklin really woke up at halftime. Prior to that, they had a game at Vienna in the rain. That was on Saturday, and they lost to the Shamrocks 14-7, one of 8 non-league games that have been played or will be played for the Panthers as they want to build strength for the postseason. So glad you're with us. Absolutely delightful day here in Franklin. And we're going to give you the officials for today's game. They are Steven Steinsaltz and James Bearer. So they'll be in the pinstripes, and we'll have the face-off here at midfield. Franklin will be going from right to left across your screen, and Stoughton, the Black Knights, going from left to right. And here's the draw for Franklin. And the Panthers are going to come up with it. And taking the draw was the person who had the face-off, Rocco Lampasona. So he'll probably get off now, which he is apt to do. And he will trot off, wins the face-off and gets off. And the Panthers will go on offense. 4 12-minute periods here from Piscini Stadium. Crowd settling in, basking in the sunshine, breeze blowing from right to left. Panthers work it around. This is Nate Walsh. One player out today for the Panthers is Thomas Quinn. He's injured. And the ball is turned over. Other than that, the Panthers pretty healthy. And it intercepted there. Nice play, and picking it off is Ben Skasha. Skasha will deliver the offense. Number 2 is Jack O'Connor, senior attacker. And he passes it up on the right wing. Panthers will take it behind the goal. You can hear the wind probably in my microphone here howling through the press box. Panthers looking for the first goal of the game. There's a player who was falling down, and as he fell, he scored. And that is Jack O'Connor. What a shot by O'Connor. He was falling down, and he pumped it home. And the Panthers lead it 1-0 on the goal by Jack O'Connor. And that goal comes at 10:48, so a minute 12 into this game, and the Panthers are on the board 1-0. Nice goal there. Coach Rockwood said he didn't think that the Panthers would take Sharon lightly. He also felt his team was shut out by Franklin last year 20-0. He expects to score some goals here today. We'll see what unfolds. Panthers on the run out. It's Ben Skasha. Back to Skasha in front. He cannot shoot. The ball is off to the sidelines and scooped up before it went out of bounds. And the Panthers will retain possession. Their goalie for Stoughton is only a freshman. Coach is high on him. His name is Joey Tupia. And he's averaging 10-plus saves a game. Now, that's good and bad news. The good news is he's turning back that amount. The bad news is that they're shooting upon him in great regularity. So the defense needs to be shored up for the Black Knights to take some pressure off. There's O'Connor. His shot is wide. He goes to the back line, and Franklin will retain the possession. 9:57 to go here in the first. Pass in front. Oh, beautiful passing. And there's the goal. Beautiful passing. The pass was by Ben Skasha, and the goal was by Charlie Ballerino. Ballerino scores it. 2-0 Panthers. Charlie makes it a 2-goal lead. His goal comes at 9:49, 59 seconds after the O'Connor goal. Ballerino makes it 2-0. Lampasona with the draw. So Franklin back on offense here. That last pass might have been by Jordan Gaspar. I think I misidentified Ben Skasha. So give the assist to Gaspar. 2-0, Franklin with the lead. And they'll work it behind the goal. Ballerino comes around himself. Takes a hit, and he'll drop it back for Seamus Conlon. Ball is on the turf. A whistle stops play. Foul called, and it'll be against the Panthers, and the ball will go over to the Black Knights of Stoughton. Chris Baker, the Franklin coach, feels really privileged to have a lot of alums as assistant coaches. We saw Matt Lazaro down on the field. Jake Davis, to name a few. Will Davis, I believe, is here. He loves these recent grads to be part of the team. They're great influencers on this current edition of the Franklin Panthers. Nate Walsh with it. Conlon, and now the Panthers will set up their play. Switching off at midfield. Pass in front, turnaround shot. And the goal. And that was by Seamus Conlon, I believe. 3-0 Franklin. Seamus Conlon with that real hard shot off the left shoulder. He scores at 8:16. So the Panthers scoring every couple of minutes. 3 goals in less than 4 minutes. Every minute plus, I should say. Here's the draw with Lampasona, and taking it on the other end for the Stoughton Black Knights, and winning it is their face-off person. Now he's pushed aside, and for the Stoughton Black Knights, that was Aiden Lewis, the junior. Heavy scrum for the ball and still battling for it at midfield. Ball sent in. Panthers will take it there. Ballerino. This is Gaspar. Jordan checks the defense. Gaspar, senior, fakes through, comes around, shoots, and the save. The nice save by Tupia. Joey Tupia, we said he's averaging 10-plus saves a game. That was a beauty. And Stoughton will start off in their own backfield, trailing it 3-0. Tupia holding. He releases short. O'Connor on the ride out against Stoughton. And carrying it forward is Xavier Vicente. Whistle stops play. And foul on Stoughton, and the Panthers take it back. With it for Franklin is Charlie Ballerino. He scored already. Now deep for Jack Fairweather, who's in the game. Now over on the right side for Finn Mitchell. Back to Gaspar at the X. Around it comes to Fairweather. Everybody getting a touch here for the Panthers. Conlon. Now O'Connor. He's got a goal. A beauty. This is Jack. Penetrating. Still holding. He'll take it to the end line and beyond. 6:23 to go. Nice pass in front, and Conlon is stopped. He had a good look. Ball comes way out deep and picked up by Finn Mitchell of the Panthers. Ball is loose. Conlon cannot win it. And here come the Stoughton Black Knights. Nice play there. Very athletic player here. And he dribbles one forward, but is picked off in there. Picked off by Jack Harrington, the senior defender. Harrington. Over to Gaspar. For Charlie Ballerino. More than midway through the first period. Coming through with it now is Mitchell. Panthers very deliberate at the moment. O'Connor behind the net. Takes a couple of gentle bumps. Now another one. The pass in front, and the shot there is blocked and saved by Tupia on the blast by Jordan Gaspar. Nice save by Tupia. Now come the Black Knights. Have not gotten a shot off yet. Three to nothing. Under 5 to go in the first period. Ballerino will hold. Cannot release, and he'll dump it to Jack Fairweather. Mitchell, he's going to shoot. Tupia reaches high for the save. Yeah, Coach, you can see why Coach was happy with him. Not a good pass there, though. It's bobbled on the turf. Comes up to midfield. Franklin chases it down, and they win it. They're going to send it all the way back to Sam Friedman with his first touch of the game. Friedman in goal for the Panthers. Franklin quickly. There's the shot, and did that go in? No, it was wide. Did not go on the nice blast there by Franklin. That was attempted by Ethan Barnes, the junior defender. Goes to the back line, and Stoughton was there on it. And they'll start out. Player goes down, a turnover in the offensive zone for the Panthers. They come through. Whoa, what a hit. What a hit there. Put on Ethan Barnes. Boy, the refs are letting the boys play. Midfield and beyond for the Stoughton Black Knights, looking to get on the board for the first time. And there's a whistle and a timeout called by Stoughton. So Sean Rockwood calls the timeout. 3:44 to go. You can see some sparks here and there in the play of the Stoughton Black Knights. For Coach Chris Baker, he's hoping this will be a game where he can get a lot of subs into the action. Taking a look at, with the timeout, taking a look at the schedule to date. For Franklin, they won their first, 6 games in a row. They're 7-1. I think I said they were 8-1. They're 7-1. They won their first 6. Then they lost a tough one on Saturday at Fian in the rain, 14-7. And then they came back on the 28th on Monday, and they defeated Sharon at Sharon 12-8. And boy, talk about the schedule. They'll have a bunch of non-league games coming up. After today, they'll be on the road on the 3rd, Saturday, at Catholic Memorial. That's a 12:30 p.m. start at CM. And then there'll be another non-league game against Boston College High on May 10th. And then they'll play St. John's Shrewsbury here, another non-league game, May 16th. And then they close out with 3 non-league games, Longmeadow and Walpole here, and then at Duxbury. Duxbury, a very strong team historically in many, many sports. For the Stoughton Black Knights, they started 0-6, losses to Sharon, Rockland, non-league, Mansfield, Attleboro, Oliver Ames. Then they defeated Taunton. Coach very happy with that victory, 9-3 over the Taunton Tigers, and that's a league game. So Stoughton got its first league game in 2 years, first league win in 2 years. And here come the Black Knights with the chance. Oh, what a save by Friedman. Friedman went down low and topped it into the air. Good play by Friedman. That was a beautiful attempt by the Stoughton Black Knights. And they'll keep it in the offensive zone, down 3-0, under 3.5 to go in the first period. Pete Royce, Chris Flynn with you from Piscini Stadium. Beautiful day here for lacrosse. And there's a turnover, and Franklin will win it back. Franklin has had some looks, but Tupia has done a good job in goal for the Stoughton Black Knights. In the game now for Franklin is Quinn Keelty, and his pass comes up on the right wing. They go to the bottom of the line there. Into the game now for Franklin is Ryder Hanchett. Hanchett, the junior attacker. High pass but caught. A whistle blows as Nate Walsh hauled it in. Not sure what the call is about. Oh, it's an injury or an equipment problem. Down low. 33 on Stoughton is their lone senior, Devin Rossi Benson. He's their lone senior on the team. This is his first year playing. Coach said that Rossi Benson came to him and said, I wish I played last year. Coach happy to have him, the lone senior on the team. A lot of underclassmen on this team. He looks to his juniors and sophomores to anchor this team. There's a shot there, a save by Tupia on the attempt by Nate Walsh. 2:29 to go in the first period. Franklin surprisingly only up 3-0. Panthers looking for more. O'Connor takes a screen, comes around. Here's the shot. Again, Tupia. Tupia, the freshman, doing the job. Just like the coach said, he's got a great save percentage, but they take a lot of shots on him. Ball is mishandled for a moment, and the Panthers come back out with it. Under 2 to go here in the first. Shot there, and it's steered wide. Quinn Keelty shot the ball. It went to the back line. Franklin first to get it, so they'll retain possession. Ball is dropped. It's a hit there. It squirts loose and is picked up by a Panther, by Quinn Keelty. Heads up play. There's the shot there. Tupia with another save on the Fairweather attempt. And here come the Black Knights. This is that player with great athleticism. Wow, he looks like a track star going down the field, and that is Jackson Arnold, the junior. 1:13 to go in the first. 3-0 Franklin. Stoughton in the offensive end deep. Ball is knocked loose, and here's a penalty coming up. Here's a penalty. I believe this will be on Franklin. And so Stoughton will play a player up. We'll see how long that penalty is. Penalty comes at 1:02 left in the first period. It's the first penalty of the game. And we'll see what's on. It may be on Fairweather. 1:02 left. Pretty good look there for Stoughton a moment ago. Fans continuing to come into Piscini Stadium. And the foul, no, the penalty is going to be on Ethan Barnes. 1 minute. 1 minute Barnes in the penalty area. So player up for Stoughton Black Knights. Friedman in goal for the Panthers. Trying to kill off this penalty now. There's the shot, and it's wide, knocked out by Friedman. Struggle for the ball. What they're going to call Franklin ball, so that'll kill off some time. 41 left on the penalty to Barnes. Franklin will have it on their own end line. Goes to Friedman in goal. He's going to launch one to midfield. What a catch by Ryder Hanchett. Beautiful catch by Hanchett and a nice pass by Friedman. Valerino on the left wing. 23 seconds left in the period. 3-0 Franklin. Been an interesting game so far. Time winding down. Walsh, 13 seconds to go. Glances up at the clock. Teammates counting it down. 7 seconds to go. Fairweather shoots. The save by Tupia, and he's just going to launch it upfield. Good clock management there by Tupia. And he has been one of the stars of the first quarter. 3-0 Franklin. They've had many opportunities, but only 3 have gotten by. Joey Tupia, Toupia is his last name, a freshman, and he's doing the job for Franklin. Let's recap the scoring. There's been no scoring for the last 8 minutes and 16 seconds. So Franklin, remember, started red hot. 3 goals in the first less than 4 minutes, and they were in this order. Jack O'Connor opened up the scoring at 10:48, making it 1-0 Franklin. Charlie Ballerino, just a minute 59 seconds later, made it 2-0, his goal at 10:48, and then less than a minute later at 9:59, Seamus Conlon scores to make it. I'm sorry, that was the third goal was at 8:16. 10:48, 9:59, 8:16. Seamus Conlon. All these goals are unofficial, best we can tell here from the press box, as Franklin has been in front, never trailed, never tied, but it's been closer than I think some people would anticipate. And we said that Coach Rockwood was optimistic that they would score some goals on the Panthers, who shut them out last year, 20-0. So far, it looks like you can see why. They have a good goalkeeper. They have some talented players, especially on defense. So we'll see what happens in the next 3 periods. Franklin has sometimes started slow. We mentioned the game at Sharon down 6-1 at halftime. Then an explosion of 10 straight goals in the second half to open up that lead, and they won it. But here, it's been a pretty competitive match as we start the second period. Again, the officials are Steven Steinsaltz and James Bearer. And the Panthers will have the draw at midfield. And for Stoughton, let's see who's going to step up into the circle there. And it looks like it's going to be Aiden Lewis against Rocco Lampasona. Steinsaltz, the official, blows the whistle, and coming through with it is Rocco Lampasona. Panthers now going from left to right, Stoughton going the other way. Lampasona won the faceoff, still on the field because he held the ball. He still picks it up again. So he's going to stay out for a while. Now whistle stops play. And a hold called, a holding call against Franklin. That'll turn it over. Now Lampasona goes off with 11:39 left in the second period. Shirt sleeve crowd here soaking up the sun at Piscini Stadium, hopefully with their sunscreen on, because you need it today. Stoughton. Tupia releases short on the left wing. And here comes the very athletic Xavier Vicente. He launches. It is picked off in there. Stolen by Alex Weber. Weber has trouble controlling. Weber looking for it. And Franklin comes out with it on the run, and they'll take it behind the goal. Charlie Ballerino with it. Number 11 is Ryder Hanchett. And Hanchett delivers it back to O'Connor under the goal. This is O'Connor rather right now. Number 6 is Quinn Keelty, the junior. To Jack Fairweather. And around the horn we go. All the way around, everybody with a touch. O'Connor. Quinn Keelty starts to make a move, takes an O'Connor screen, comes through, he shoots. Tupia with a great save. He tracked it beautifully. He launches one, and that's going to be out of bounds, so he threw it away. Tupia, fantastic goalkeeping here. It's kept it at 3-0. Right in front was the player, and he just stood his ground, had that stick down low, and caught it. 10:29 to go here in the second quarter. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV. We're streaming on YouTube. This is Quinn Keelty. Ballerino. Round to the left side, Fairweather. Jack, double team, comes through. He shoots and he scores. Jack Fairweather did it all by himself. He just kept coming in, and he makes it 4-0 Panthers. Jack Fairweather becomes the 4th Franklin goal scorer in this game. and he scores at 10:06. About where they started scoring in the first period at 10:48. Now they have that 4-0 lead. Nice goal by Fairweather. He was determined, and he just launched a wicked shot. Tupia had very little chance of stopping that one. So Lampasona will have the face-off. Battle for it. Lampasona still struggling. It's on the ground, and it's going to be still loose and now picked up by Franklin. Jordan Gaspar with it for the Panthers. Under 10 here left the first half. 4 12-minute periods in boys lacrosse. Quinn Keelty. Conlon. And he'll leave it out for Nate Walsh, the sophomore. Ball off his left shoulder, and he's going to charge. Shoulder down, comes through. Can't quite get a good shot off. He gets something off, picked off near O'Connor with the rebound collection. And he'll drop it on the left wing. Another blast there. That one was by Keelty. Goes to the back line, and Franklin was there to retain possession with 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Wraparound shot is wide. Franklin will have this one again. Franklin 4, Stoughton 0. O'Connor right in front. The shot by Conlon, the save by Tupia, and he gets the loose ball and picks it up into his net. Joey Tupia. One of the reasons why this is not 8-0, it's only 4-0. Drive up field by Vicente and stolen away. Here's Conlon. Seamus comes through. He's all alone. He shoots the save by Tupia again. Now it comes back out deep for Ethan Barnes. A great look, one-on-one as he was in alone. Here's the shot by O'Connor, and he scores. Jack O'Connor, his second goal of the game, makes it 5-0 Panthers. So O'Connor with 2 now to lead the scoring. Ballerino with 1, and Conlon with 1, and Fairweather with 1. Jack O'Connor, he scores at 8-11. So it's 5-0. Here's the draw. Franklin wins it. Looking for more. The shot in the goal. That didn't take long. That didn't take long. Was that Rocco Lampasona? It was. Rocco gets the goal. Kind of a rarity for the faceoff player to get the goal. Rocco Lampasona scores. Get this, 10 seconds after the last goal. Rocco Lampasona, the faceoff folks love that when the faceoff player can take it down and score, and he did exactly 10 seconds. They post 8:01. 10 seconds after the last goal, Lampasona makes it 6-0. So the Panthers struggled for 8:16 of the end of the first quarter. Now they score 3 goals in 4 minutes of the second period. They have it now more comfortably in head, 6-0. The Knights with the ball deep in their own end. This is Tupia. His pass is picked off. Not a good pass. And now the ball is knocked out of the hands of Colby Hodney, who's in the game. Franklin with it here is Flynn Baker, the coach's son, and member of the championship MIA Division I boys basketball team just a semester ago. 7:18 left. Franklin on top now, 6-0. Franklin shifting. Always have to have 3 players behind the midfield stripe. They can shift around as to who those 3 players are. This is O'Connor. And he's going to take it with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. O'Connor makes his move. Passing it in front. There's the shot there by Gaspar. It's wide left. And the Panthers will go back and collect it. Will retain possession. Here they come again. Now the shot there. And the goal. It looks like a one-hopper by Carter Balducci. Carter Balducci makes it 4 goals in a row in this period. And that goal comes at 6:39. Carter Balducci. Balducci for Franklin is a senior midfielder. The 6th different Panther to score, led by Jack O'Connor with 2 of the goals. Fairweather, Ballerino, Conlon, and Lampasona, and now Balducci. Here's Lampasona back to work at the face-off circle. And Rocco, loose. Franklin wins it. Good hustle there by the Panther. And that was picked up in there by Jack Harrington, the senior defender. So Franklin is getting some subs into the game here early. 7-0, 6:20 to go in the second period. O'Connor's led the way with 2 goals. Definitely the goalkeeping is the strength of this Stoughton team. Their offense hasn't produced much, but the defense has been better and the goalkeeping's been outstanding. Under 6 to go now in the first half. Taking a bump there was Ryder Hanchett. Comes out for Nate Walsh. Right side, O'Connor coming through. He gets off a low shot. Tupia steers it aside. Picked up in there by the Panthers. Franklin again has some trouble with it. Now they're going to shoot, and that's wide on the attempt by Nate Walsh. Oh, wait a minute. Did that go in? That went in. Nate Walsh scores. Nate Walsh scores 5 straight here in this period, 8 straight overall. Nate Walsh becomes the 7th Panther to score. His goal comes at 5:28. 8-0 Franklin. This is more what we expected. Rapid scoring by the Panthers. And Walsh buried it. Here's the draw again by Lampasona. And taking the other way was Vicente. Lampasona has a goal here today. And now coming up upfield with it is Andre Barros. His pass in front, ball loose. Franklin defense turns the Knights away. And out with it for Franklin is Jackson Palmieri. Palmieri up on the right wing for Jack Nelson. For Jack O'Connor. Under 5 to go here in the second period. Finn Mitchell. Round it goes. Gasper gets the feed in front, the shot, and the goal. Beautiful pass by Gasper to Ben Skasha, and Skasha lights it up for the 9th Panther goal. So Ben Skasha, he makes it 9-0. Score comes at 4:30, 58 seconds after the last goal. Skasha gives the Panthers a 9-0 lead. We'll check on running time. That usually happens in the second half with the advantage rule. If it's too much out of hand, they'll usually run the clock. I'm not sure exactly when that might begin. I know you have to lead by at least 10. Franklin by 9 right now. Panthers with some good passing of late here in the second period. 12 is Jack Nelson. He'll carry it out. Franklin switching defender. Nelson holding. He gets through. Nelson charge. He shoots. Saved by Tupia. And Tupia cradles it and starts the release on the right wing with under 4 to go here in the second period. Almost a steal there in the open field by Ben Skasha, but the ball went out of bounds, and the Stoughton Black Knights should have it. And here they come. Cross midfield. Not a lot of trips to the offensive zone by the Black Knights here today. They've had some, especially in the first quarter. Ball is loose as Colin Grant struggled for it. Still on the turf, banging away. Nobody has it yet. It's still loose, and Franklin is going to go back to their own zone and send it back to Sam Friedman. And Friedman will hold the ball. 3:10 to go. Friedman gets it upfield. Nelson had it. Looked like it went off of Nelson, and the Stoughton Black Knights will have it now with under 3 left in the second period. Franklin has exploded here with 6 goals in the first 9.5 minutes of this period. Long pass, caught by Vicente. He rolls one. And that's going to be a struggle for the ball. Franklin is there for the steal. And winning it for the Panthers is going to be Kieran Walsh, the senior defender. This is Walsh. He's going to drop it back to Nelson, 2.5 to go. Crossfield pass there for Nelson. To the back line. 11 for Franklin's Ryder Hanchett. And 21 is Andrew Frollo, the old football star. Running back for the football team, Andrew Frollo. Franklin going to work here. This is Quinn Keelty. He's through. He's got some space. He shoots, and he scores. Quinn Keelty makes it a perfect 10, 10-0. Franklin on top as Keelty becomes the 9th different player. How do you defend that? Score comes exactly 2 minutes to go. 9 players have scored for Franklin here in the first half. One of them has 2. That's Jack O'Connor. 10-0. 7 goals here in this period. Waiting for a Stoughton player to come back on the field. 2 more come in, 2 go out. And Lampasona has done a good job with winning faceoffs here today. It's not been totally easy, but he's come downfield. He's got a goal. He wrestles it free. He pumps it forward. This is Alex Weber. Weber behind the back pass, and this goal, a beauty. Weber with the behind the back pass, and Joey Tarantino scores. Tarantino from Weber. 11-0. That score comes at 9 seconds after the Keelty goal. Tarantino, the 10th Panther to score. What a performance. 8 goals here in this period. 11-0, 1:51 to go here in the second quarter. What a outburst of goals. And now a new goal. And now a new face-off player. This is the coach's son, Flynn Baker. He's had a few in the early season. Face-off wins. He'll come off after winning the ball. Franklin has it to Nelson. Finn Baker. Frollo. Back to Andrew Frollo. He's going to shoot from deep. It's blocked by a defender. Ball on the turf. It's kicked forward. Still kicked, literally kicked forward again. Ball pops in the air, and Gaspard comes down with it. He takes a push. Still protects the ball and secures the ball and drops it to the back line with 1 minute to go here in the second period. Finn Baker, the senior midfielder for Nelson. He stumbles a bit, gets it to Mitchell, who couldn't launch a good shot there. Finn Mitchell was kind of in an awkward position, couldn't get good secured ground, but he did get the shot off. 38 seconds to go here in the period. Franklin winning big, 11-0. Ball is kicked around. Skasha battled for it, wins it. There's the shot and the goal. Just a wicked blast once again by Joey Tarantino. That's his second goal. Tarantino with two. Two straight by Joey. Panthers scored with 21.3 seconds left. 12-0. Tarantino, the junior, two straight goals. So he and O'Connor have two each for Franklin. And they've opened up a 12-0 lead. 21.3 seconds to go here in the brilliant sunshine that is Piscini Stadium. Lampasona still pushing, and Franklin gets it over to Ethan Barnes. See if they can kill the clock or go for more. 9 seconds to go. Oh, that's an errant pass, and that'll be a turnover. The ball will go to Stoughton, and they will run out the clock, I am sure, with 3.9 seconds left in this first half. A 9-goal outburst by the Panthers in period number 2. Stoughton back in their own end, just don't want to commit a costly error back there, and they don't. They run out the clock, and the first period is over. Franklin led 3-0 after one, 12-0 here at halftime. We're going to take a break for about 10 minutes and come back for the start of the second half. We should see a lot of substitutes for Franklin as they try to build on what is a perhaps insurmountable lead, 12-0. It's Franklin and Stoughton on Franklin TV. We'll be back in about 9.5 minutes with more exciting boys lacrosse action. Welcome back, fans, to Piscini Stadium on the Franklin High campus. We're at halftime. Franklin boys lacrosse 12, Stoughton boys lacrosse no score, with 24 minutes left here in the game. Pete Royce with you, Chris Flynn producing the game. All Franklin here in the first half. 3 goals in the first period and then 9 more in the second period. Their top goal scorers, Jack O'Connor with 2, and also 2, Joey Tarantino. So he has 2, O'Connor 2, everybody else 1, a whole list of them. And Stoughton kept off the board by good goalkeeping, good defense in general by the Panthers, and good goalkeeping by Sam Friedman, their senior goalie. The other side of the ledger, Joey Tupia has done a good job. Even though he's 12 gotten past him, he was peppered with about 24 shots here in the first half. So we start the second half. Franklin will go from right to left across your screen, and Stoughton will go the other way. And as Arnold tried to win it, but Franklin comes out of the pack with the ball. Just underway here. Franklin going deep into their bench here today. Ryder Hanchett now to the back line. Still in the brilliant sunshine here as it's controlled by Cole McInerney, who's in the game. There's a new name for you, Cole McInerney. McInerney, a senior. Andrew Frollo, and he'll skip it over on the right wing. That is Finn Baker holding, and Frollo goes back to the midfield stripe. Now we'll head off. Panthers take it down below the goal. Just the start of the third quarter. Franklin poured it on in the second quarter with 9 goals. That's a tremendous explosion of goals. Conlon. And now another new player into the game is Jamison Risgen. Finn Baker drops it. It's kicked around on the turf. High in the air it goes, and nobody sees it. And now it's going to be a struggle battle for it. And Finn Baker comes out with, he takes a bump, and he sends it over to Jamison Risgen, the junior. In front, it might have hit a post there. Whistle stops play for a moment. Check out a bunch of subs coming in for Franklin, that's for sure. Let's see who they're going to give the ball to. I think there was a penalty, I believe, on Stoughton. We'll check that out. That was the reason for the stoppage. Yeah, a player has gone out for Stoughton. Dominic Coppola. He's out for 1 minute. He's a freshman. Franklin will have its first player advantage of the day. Not that they need it, leading it 12-0. Panthers, the shot there, it hits the post, the rebound, the shot, the save by Tupia. A beautiful save on the rebound attempt by the Panthers. That ball goes to the back line. Franklin will retain possession. 48 seconds left on the penalty to Coppola. Franklin with a player up here. Number 7 is Nate Walsh. To the top, in the release there, the shot and the goal. It's Quinn Keelty. Keelty with his second goal of the game. And Franklin leads it 13-0. Goal comes at 10:08. We'll see if that was a releasable penalty. Still showing 35 seconds on the penalty to Coppola. So apparently that penalty is not releasable, and he'll stay in the penalty area for 35 more seconds. On personal fouls, I believe you're not released. On technical fouls, what they call that, less egregious, you can be released if your team gives up a goal, but not so here. So Franklin will still play a player up, leading it 13-0. 30 seconds left on the Coppola penalty. Ballerino. He'll drop it for Ryder Hanchett, the junior. Ball is dropped off of Conlon's net, and he regathers himself. Finn Baker. Panthers. Frollo leaves it back out deep. Seamus Conlon, he'll drop it on the left side. Now we take it below the goal, back out for Finn Baker. Conlon, he's going to shoot high over the top, over the crossbar to the back line, and Franklin will have it with 9:20 to go here in the third period. No running time yet. We'll see when they engage that rule. It may be in the fourth quarter. Finn Baker, he'll release to Seamus Conlon. Conlon with the goal here today. Seamus takes a hit, spins through. His pass is errant, but Franklin digs it out. Nice passing there in front. Wow, a wicked hit. That's going to be a flag. Wow, being leveled was Ballerino. And let's see, wow, what a hit. And going out for Stoughton. He had about 50 pounds on Ballerino, was Jackson Arnold, the big junior. It seemed like it anyway. Big kid. He's going out. So after the first penalty was up, they're going to go back in the box. It's 1 minute for Jackson Arnold. Franklin will have the player advantage again. 13-0 here early on in this third quarter. Keelty, his pass is mishandled, goes past the end line, and Stoughton will have it back with a chance to kill some penalty time. 13-0, 8:48 left here. Quinn Keelty, the lone Panther goal so far in the third period. Franklin with some good forechecking pressure there, and they're going to win the turnover. Wow, they just had a lot of attackers just battle for the ball. They turned it over. Franklin will go to work again in the offensive zone with a player advantage. Taking their time, though. Leave it for Quinn Keelty. He's got 2 goals. He's going to shoot, and that's high and wide. It's going to go to the back line. Franklin will have it again, first to the ball with 8:20 to go. 23 seconds left on the penalty to Jackson Arnold, the junior. Franklin quickly into the zone. To the top, coming around, the low shot there, and the goal. The low shot going low was Charlie Ballerino. And Ballerino gets his second goal of the game. I'm sorry, Ballerino, let's check his scoring column. Gets second goal of the game. Ballerino scores, makes it 14-0. Goal comes at 8:07. 2:01 after the Quinn Keelty goal. And Charlie Ballerino gets his second goal. The fourth Panther with 2 goals. Keelty, Tarantino, Ballerino, and O'Connor. Here's the draw by Lampasona. Finn Baker battling for it. Coming out with it are the Panthers. Winning the ball there was Quinn Keelty. Penalty is up. Both teams at even strength now. 7:48 to go in the third. Franklin 14-0. They've added 2 goals to their 12-goal halftime lead. It's dropped back out deep. Franklin with a lot of space. Taking it there was Jamison Risgen. Nelson Risgen on the left wing. He sends it around for Hanchett. Now to the right side it comes. Number 14 for the Panthers is Luke Malo, the junior. So indeed, Coach Chris Baker going deep to his bench here today. He has the big lead as well. Hanchett coming through. His shot hits the post. And that's going to ricochet to the corner, and Franklin will still have it. Under 7 to go in the third quarter. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Coming out deep with it is Luke Malo. Risgen. Back to Jamison Risgen. Pass is caught on the high leap there by the Panthers. Ball is errant now, and it's going to be loose in front. And Tupia couldn't come out with it. He couldn't secure it. There's a loose ball, a wicked shot there, and the goal. What a spectacular goal. Spectacular goal. It was either 20 or 26. I couldn't tell. It's either Risgen or Drew McCarthy. I think it was Drew McCarthy. We'll give it to him unofficially. Goal comes at 6:26. That play was happening because Tupia, who's been good in goal, could not secure the loose ball. and it battled for it. The Panthers came out with it, and they parlayed it into another goal. And so they lead it now 15-0. Remember last year Franklin won 20-0, and Coach Rockwood said, I don't think it's going to be a shutout today. But so far he's been wrong. Still plenty of time left for the Knights to get on the board. It's a young program at Stoughton. Remember, last year was their first year back with lacrosse after a gap. They started their program only in 2017. A lot of underclassmen on this team, only one senior. And here we go. Franklin, the shot there, it's rebounded away from Tupia, and the Knights have it. They've not been able to get going from their own zone. Franklin just battling them down there in the offensive zone for the Panthers, like here, and they turn it around again. Spinning through. A lot of moves there by the Panther. And here's a shot in front, and that's going to be a goal. Ball came right in front to Nate Walsh, and he scores again. That's his second goal. Walsh with 2. The 5th Panther with 2 goals, and Nate Walsh makes it 16-0. Score comes at 5:50. Still no running time, so imagine we'll see that in the 4th period. 16-0. Franklin led after 1, 3-0, 12-0 after 2, now 16-0. Just about midway through the 3rd period. Lampasona again with the draw against Arnold, who's obviously out of the penalty area. Barnes scoops it up for the Panthers. Panthers take it back down low. Rizjan, he'll get it out to Rocco Lampasona, who's still in there after the face-off. And Rizjan on the left wing. Can't handle it. Loose on the turf. Battle for it. Still battling. And Stoughton comes out with it. Arnold. He holds. There's the shot. And a beautiful save by the Panthers. In goal for Franklin is now Dean Lawless. Lawless, the backup goalie, did the job there. He turned it away, a point-blank shot by the Stoughton Black Knights. That was close to their first goal of the game. Under 5 to go here in the 3rd period. 16-0 Franklin. Out deep with it is James Keeney. Down low, the shot is Lawless with another save. How about Dean Lawless being thrown into the fray and coming up big for the Panthers? Friedman had the shutout in the first half. Now it's Lawless's turn. Some pressure here by Stoughton, and that's bobbled, and Franklin battles for it. It's kicked around, and here come the Panthers with it at midfield and beyond. Ball is dropped by them. Taken down there, Joey Tarantino. Coming up on the 4-minute mark to go here in the 3rd quarter. Franklin holding it. Nelson goes baseline, loops one over. Come out to the left side. 14 for the Panthers is Luke Malo. Ball mishandled. It's loose. Nice save by Franklin. Nelson comes out with it. To the back line and whipped around again. Malo for Seamus Conlon. He's got a goal here today. Now out to Nelson. Jack Nelson, the senior, charging in. He loops one in front, but it's blocked, and it's going to be on the turf. Franklin hustles for it, and on mid-stride, Joey Tarantino collects it for the Panthers. There's the athleticism of the Franklin Panthers showing itself on that play. Tarantino with a good athletic play. Never broke stride and scooped up the ball. Under we go. Nice catch by Nelson. More athleticism. Now it comes out to Carter Balducci. He's got a goal here today. Seamus Conlon will check the defense. Under 3 to go. Conlon holding. Drops the pass, taking a bump. The shot there. And it's deflected by Tupia on the blast there by Luke Malo. Stoughton has trouble clearing their own end with the ball. Wind blowing here at the stadium. Balducci for the Panthers. Leaves it for Conlon. 2:22 left here in the third. All Panthers here today. Comes out on the right wing for Carter Balducci. And out to midfield with 2 minutes or so left here in the third quarter. Malo. He'll drop it for Nate Walsh. Panthers taking their time. Nice catch on that pass. Now whistle blows. And a violation against the Panthers. So they'll turn it over to the Black Knights with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Franklin working on the shutout. Pass upfield by Colin Grant. It's connected. Some room on the right side. Coming in alone. Right in front. Can't get the shot off. That's great defense by the Panthers. They totally blocked the would-be attack there by Captain Sean Rockwood, the coach's son. 1:23 to go here in the third quarter. Dean Lawless doing the job in goal here in the third period for Franklin. And they'll take it across midfield. Coming with it is Nate Walsh. 1:10 left. Nelson directing traffic. Loops one. Come back out too strong there, but picked up by Walsh. Under a minute to go here in the third. Pete Royce with you. A lot of fans on hand for this one, basking in the sunshine at Piscini Stadium. Walsh, Panthers will set up their play. Finn Baker on the right wing for Keelty. Back out round it comes. 30 seconds to go. The one hopper bounces over the goal. That was Finn Mitchell. He bounced one, went right over the crossbar. Franklin now with 25.8 seconds to go. Clock moving here in the third period. Franklin 16, the Stoughton Black Knights 0. Keelty down low in front, and it's a goal. Beautiful passing, 3 quick passes, and burying it is Finn Mitchell, his first goal of the game. Mitchell joins the scoring parade, and Franklin leads it 17-0 with 9.2 seconds to go. Finn Mitchell. Franklin with 3 in the first period, 9 more in the second, and 5 here in the third. 17-0, Panthers with the lead. Just 9.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Struggle for the ball, player goes down. Stoughton tries to pick it up, and they do. And there's the horn ending the third period of play as Arnold ran out the clock for the Black Knights. So Franklin leads it 17-0. They just keep building their lead. Panthers with periods of 3 goals, 9 goals, and 5 goals for their 17 points here on the board. And Stoughton struggling here, has yet to find the back of the net first against the good goalkeeping of Sam Friedman, the captain, the senior, then the backup goalie of the junior, Dean Lawless. So Lawless getting some good playing time here in the third period. Well, we hope you've been enjoying coverage of Franklin boys and girls lacrosse. Both teams very competitive this year. Maybe not a lot of the superstars that we've seen, but just sound players, and you see how deep Franklin is here on this turf here today. Just go to their bench frequently and they don't give up a lot. The goal scorers who've had 2 each have been Jack O'Connor, Charlie Ballerino, Nate Walsh, Quinn Keelty, and Joey Tarantino. So those are your 4 goal scorers. Nate Walsh, only a sophomore. Other goals, Fairweather, Conlon, Lampasona, Balducci, Scascia, and Finn Mitchell got the last goal. So we'll see if it'll be running time. It should be here in the 4th quarter. Spectacular day here in Franklin. We've had all kinds of weather this lacrosse season. We had wind and snow flurries and mist and cold. And right now is just glorious here in the town of Franklin. 12 minutes left in this one, and Franklin will be getting ready soon for their next game. It'll be at Catholic Memorial on Saturday, a 12:30 face-off at CM in West Roxbury. So that should be a fantastic game this coming Saturday at Catholic Memorial. One of many non-league games that Franklin has scheduled to build strength into their regular season to groom them for playoff competition. 12 minutes left here in this one. And it'll be Arnold taking the draw. And it's Finn Baker on the other side for the Panthers. Barra, the referee, starts the action. And a rear win by the Panthers. Arnold has it. But this is what the Panthers do. They just swarm the ball, and Stoughton can't get any offense going. Just very aggressive double teaming by Franklin. It is off Franklin, so Stoughton will retain it. And with it is Palmer Mofford, a freshman. 17-0. 4th and final period. Stoughton going from right to left in their black and orange unis. Franklin with the home white. Ball is kept in. Loose ball. Battle for it, and Franklin comes out with it. Finn Baker. Still loose. Baker struggling for it. And it's going to be picked up in there by Kieran Walsh for Franklin. Walsh, the senior defender, gets it up to Nelson. This is Jack on the right wing. Minute 6 gone here in the 4th period. We'll watch the clock for out-of-bounds plays, see if it continues to run with running time. I think it will. This is Nelson. Going down on a knee for it is the Panthers' Cole McInerney. The far corner there. Ball scooped up. McInerney gets it around to Nate Walsh. Fairweather is back in the game for Franklin. Ball dropped and the struggle for it. Stoughton battling for it. So was Franklin. Still on the turf, and Franklin comes out with it. They've gotten a lot of loose balls here today. Fairweather. Baseline, Malo. And he'll drop it back. 25 is McInerney, comes around, takes a bump, reverses, comes through. He's going to not shoot. He's going to lose the ball. It's in the air. Picked up by Fairweather. Pass in front, connects. And there's the shot there. It's wide. Franklin gets the rebound. Still in offensive position to do something with it. Nelson launches, saved by Tupia. And he comes out to Stoughton. And their big player there is Jackson Arnold. He is big. He carried it out, but he loses the ball. And Franklin takes it back again. Malo, he'll hold it. And he'll drop it back out deep for Jack Fairweather. Now to Nelson. Under 9 to go in the game. Here's Nelson. He falls down, still retains possession. He can't shoot, though. And here's the shot. It's deflected off Fairweather. Ball on the turf. Fairweather comes back out with it. Again, Franklin winning the loose balls, and there's an injured player on the field for Stoughton. The referee, Steinsaltz, stopped it, has doubled up for a moment, and now throwing his stick on the ground is Getting a new stick, I believe, is Jackson Arnold. He took a hit and he went down. 8:25 to go. Of course, on injuries, they do stop the clock. And now they restart it. So play about to resume. Injury has been taken care of, and Arnold looks like he's good to go. So we're back into the running time mode now. Franklin with 17 goals on the season. Their high is 19 on opening day here against Oliver Ames. So see if they can surpass that with 19 with 7:54. But it'll be clock running here in the fourth period. Ball is caught by Cole McInerney. Luke Marlowe has it now for Franklin. Still all the field 99% in sunshine. In the game for Franklin now is Ben Skasha. This is Nelson. Comes around a Skasha screen. And off the left shoulder, ducking through. The shot there, and the goal by Seamus Conlon. Conlon, Tupia thought he had it, but Conlon gets the first goal of the fourth period, and the clock continues to run. So Seamus Conlon gets his second goal of the game. Becomes the sixth Panther with 2 goals. Nobody has 3. Goal comes at 7:12, and the clock is running now. So Franklin with 18. Again, their high output for the season was 19 on opening day. That was a 19-1 win versus Oliver Ames. They had 18 2 days later, 2 games later against Taunton. 18-0 was that shutout. But the clock is running now. Under 7 to go in the game. Picking it up for the Panthers is Rocco Lampasona off the face-off. Rocco has a goal today to his credit. Leaves it for Nelson. And Rocco will trot off. Having done his job once again. Ball is handled there by Ben Skasha. Now to Jack Nelson. Coming up on the midway point of the fourth period. Franklin in charge, 18-0. Out deep from Risgen over to Finn Baker. I'm sorry, Finn Mitchell. It's Flynn Baker and Finn Mitchell. And Mitchell takes a hard hit. Still battling for the ball. And Mitchell gets it. He gets an open pass there. What a play. It was Mitchell battling for the ball. Keep battling. He comes out with it, and he finds sitting on the doorstep Jack Nelson, who buried it. But give the credit to Finn Mitchell. Score comes at 5:34. It's 19-0 as Nelson gets his first goal of the game. But credit there to Finn Mitchell. He just kept battling. He came out of that pack with the ball. Immediately he saw Nelson on the doorstep, and he found him, and Nelson one-on-one, no match for Tupia. 5 minutes left in the game, 19-0. So the Panthers have tied their season high. Will they go for one more here? They don't need it. See how they play it here in the last 5 minutes of this game. Franklin with the wins the turnover. 27 for the Panthers is Flynn Baker. He took that draw. Around it comes deep for Cole McInerney. 4.5 to go in this one. Comes back to Risgen. Nice look in front. There's the shot, the save by Tupia on a nice attempt by Ben Skasha, but Tupia made the save. Now whistle stops play. A foul on Franklin. It's back to Tupia, and he'll launch, and Franklin picks it off in midair. There's the look in front. The shot is blocked. The steal was by Carter Balducci. He fed Marlowe, who was alone but couldn't finish the job there. And Franklin still stays 19-0 on top. Here are the Knights looking for their first goal in front, and it's going to be kicked around, and Lawless has it for the Panthers. He launches one to midfield. A dangerous pass, and it's going to be a battle for it. and Franklin wins it again. They've won so many of the loose balls. Taking that one was Jackson Palmieri. Wide open play here now in the final stages. Coming through is Stoughton, holding in front. Can't get a shot off again. And for the Black Knights, that was Sean Rockwood, the coach's son. 3:09 to go. Franklin 19, Stoughton no score. McInerney for Luke Mallow. These backups have played hard and played well for Franklin. Risgen, Jameson. Franklin works it around. Deep down for McInerney now. Under 3 to go in this one. High ball is caught there by Carter Balducci. Sends one around Tarantino. Now McInerney takes a bump. Drops the ball. It's loose. Knocked out of bounds, and Stoughton will have it with 2:24 to go in the game. Again, the next game for Franklin is at Catholic Memorial on Saturday. Their next home game is going to be not until May 7th when North Attleboro comes to town for a 3:45 face-off here at Piscini Stadium. So they'll be on the road at CM and then at Mansfield. Two tough opponents coming up for the Panthers. Here's Stoughton trying to get their first goal. Tough angle here, and they're holding behind the net. They would love a goal. Coming around the screen, holding it, can't launch. And this is what the Panthers do. They just do not allow anything. Player goes down. That's a big player, Rockwood, the coach's son. He's a big player. He takes a hit and he loses the ball. Here come the Panthers with 1:35 left. This is Carter Balducci out in front for Joey Tarantino. He's got 2 goals today. Less than 90 seconds left in this one. Franklin wants a shutout here. See how many shutouts they've had this year. They've had 1, 18-0 against Taunton here on April 10th. Everything else, no shutouts. 1:04 to go. Stoughton wanting that first goal of the game. It's Dean Lawless in goal. Ball is dropped, now picked up by the Knights. This is Rockwood with it, Sean. He charges through. Can't release. He's going to loop one up front. And there's the shot. And it's wide. And it'll be one more chance or two here for Stoughton to get on the board. Clock moving with 40 seconds left in this one. 19-0. Player goes down. And frustrated, just sitting down. Wondering if he could get a call or not would be Rockwood. Puts his arms up a little bit. 22 seconds to go. One more salvo here for Stoughton to get on the board. Franklin would love the shutout if they can get it. There's the shot, and Lawless makes the save with 7 seconds to go. Dean Lawless, he's going to hold it. He's going to launch to midfield, and that's going to round out the clock. It's a shutout for the combined goalkeeping of Sam Friedman and Dean Lawless. Franklin wins it 19-0, led by a whole host of goal scorers, including the following with 2, O'Connor, Ballerino, Conlon, Walsh, and Tarantino. I'd like to thank you fans for tuning in. I'd like to thank our producer, our director, our camera operator today, Chris Flynn, among the first to arrive and the last to leave. This is Pete Royce saying so long from Piscini Stadium on the campus of Franklin. The final score for the final time today, Franklin 19 and Stoughton no score. Till next time, so long, neighbors.